our team in terms of all the things we've had to go through. So, it really starts for me with the respect for our seniors and Keith Williams, Chris Vo, Mamadou Diarra, and Adam Cook and Sam Martin. Those guys mean a lot to me, and I'm very appreciative of those that stayed around when we got the job. And I thought last night's second half was a testament to Keith Williams and how hard our guys wanted to play to get him back on the court again. We just ran into a buzzsaw. Houston is not only elite when they make shots, and they do against us the last two games. They're going to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament when they play like that. So hats off to them. Bottom line is, we'll be back. We got a really young nucleus, and like we said, we won a championship last year, played for a championship this year. Not the outcome we wanted, but certainly not hanging our heads in terms of our ability to take this and go from there.
Okay, we'll take questions for Coach Brannen. Please use the raise hand feature in Zoom to get in the queue, or drop a note into the chat if you can. We'll start with Justin Williams from The Athletic, please.
Coach, you obviously knew Houston was going to be a tough opponent. What was the hopeful game plan coming into this one?
Well, I think what's going to happen is, people are going to look at the score and they're going to take their own, that's not the narrative of this team, this game, in my opinion. What they make shots like that. Our goal was to get our defense set every time down, meaning we took good shots, didn't turn the ball over, had good offensive possessions. And then we try to make those guys passers. And we didn't do either. When they did pass, how many assists? They have 20-some assists. So they're a low assist team. And so they made all the right plays. And we threw every defense we had. 2-3-1-3-1, man. We ran and jumped in different parts of the court. We unloaded everything we had, and it just wasn't enough tonight.
Go next to Keith Jenkins, Cincinnati Enquirer.
John, you talked about Jeremiah taking that next step and becoming that guy and what comes with that. He made the all-tournament team. Can you just talk about his performance over these last 3 games?
I mean, it's the season, Keith. I mean, I thought he's, one of the most improved players in the country. He loves Cincinnati. He loves the jersey he puts on every day. And he plays like a young man who plays in Cincinnati. I mean, he's hard-nosed, talented, committed. Has really matured a lot in his decision-making and his, the habits that he has in terms of being really disciplined and understand what the opportunity he has as a student athlete. And really proud of his maturation. Comes from a great family, so I'm not surprised. But I think he's made tremendous strides in every aspect of his life. When I say that, I mean, consistent academically, consistent work ethic, his consistent basketball.
Go to Jeremy Rauch, please, Fox 19.
Hey, John, I'm sure you'd be encouraged about your group regardless, the young guys in your team heading into next season. But considering how they played and how you won 9 of your last 13 games, how much more of a boost does it give those guys and your confidence in what this group can be going forward? Yeah,
I told him, don't let, that's what I meant, Jeremy, when I said, don't let this be the narrative. It's one game. It's a singular game. And, guys didn't play. I mean, Mike 1 for 7, Mason 1 for 7. They're a lot better than that typically. And they know that. I think we got a chance to be elite. I really do. I told him that freshman and sophomore class is really good. And we still got to add some pieces, and we'll do that. But I think, outside of today's performance, over the course of most of the season, you saw that. And that's why, I'm awfully excited about next season.
We'll go to Brandon Sejo, please, WLWT.
Jeremy kind of took my question, so I'll flip it here. What's the biggest thing you'll take away from this year? Just being with this group and just how kind of crazy it was.
Brandon, I don't know yet. I'll probably take stock in that as time goes. What I will tell you is what I told the team, that they made me better. And I thank them for that. I wish I could have helped them more tonight. Sometimes it's a lonely feeling on the sideline when you can't help them. And they made me better, and I thanked them for that. And last night in the team meeting, I told them, I'm going to be selfish here, but I'd like to win for a championship. But more importantly, I just want to coach you longer. This group only has one season together, and I wanted to coach them for as long as we could.
Okay, take another from Justin Williams, please.
Coach, you didn't really get this opportunity with the way last year ended, but are you a believer in positive momentum from the end of a season carrying into an off season and then the next season, especially with a young group?
Yeah, certainly. Last year provided no closure, despite the fact that we won the regular season. we said we were going to compete for championships. We knew this would be a transitional year in terms of the makeup of our roster. And yet again, we competed for a championship. So we won one last year, didn't win it this year, but we competed for it, and we'll always do that. And so I do see positives, but right now it's kind of like, you know, seeing the road through the raindrops. Right now, you can't see anything other than what's right in front of you. And that was a very difficult game for us and some seniors that don't get a chance to do that again.
We'll go to Andy Yanez from the Cougar.
John, what is so challenging about having to play this Houston team?
Well, you know, first of all, they're elite defensively. And then when they're making shots, it makes it next to, you know, makes it extremely difficult to compete when they're making shots. And for some reason, when they play us, boy, do they make shots at a high level.
Okay, time for a couple more. We'll go to Justin Williams again, please.
Coach, however much you're able to share, what did Keith Williams have to go through basically just to be back and able to play today?
Yeah, I was told, I don't know exactly. All I know is he was there last night. They told me not to get into details of any injuries. So I'm doing what I'm being told to do.
Were you worried that he wouldn't be able to go, whether last night or this morning?
Yeah, I was. I didn't find out till this morning he'd be able to go.
Any final questions for Coach, please? Justin, you had one more? Okay.
Do you have any thoughts about playing in something like the NIT, or do you think that's a possibility at all for you guys?
I don't know if we get selected with our record, overall record, but I haven't thought about the NIT, so I guess we'll regroup and figure that out.
Okay, we'll take the last one. All right, thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time this week.